on advancing gender equality and women's economic empowerment. Featuring project in Asia, I'm the host for today's session, Lola Du. I'm the Secretary General of Taiwan Benevolence Merit Association, Republic of China. We are grateful for your participation. Please help us to fill in the form below. Today's conference materials are available for download online. You are very welcome to download them via the link provided in the comment section. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jessica Chen. I'm the Region Governor of Soroptimist. Soroptimist International has been committed to the empowerment of young girls, helping young girls to go to the college. We believe that education empowers women economically, and we value women's education and economic empowerment. My colleague will share more details with you later.
Indeed, Tianyuan is also involved in the empowerment of new immigrant families to improve their lives and economic conditions. We attach a lot of importance to our topic today, advancing gender equality and women's economic empowerment. Later on, we will hear from the project in New Taipei City, Taiwan, an outreach program in Nepalese villages, as well as a multinational project between Taiwan and Paraguay, South America. Before that, let me introduce our speakers today. The first speaker is Amy Chen. She is a social worker at New Taipei City Women's Service Center. New Taipei City Women's Service Center is run by New Taipei City Women's Service Center is run by New Taipei City Volunteer Association, which is commissioned by New Taipei City government. In other words, it is a result of public-private partnership. Amy will talk about plumbing and electrical repair course for women. Hi, Amy.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Amy.
The second speaker is Nian Ci. She is the founder of Dardimada Sustainable Workshop. Dardimada Sustainable Workshop is a civil organization based in Nepal, which aims to use naturally produced cotton to make carrying pads for women that can be used joyfully and transform menstruation into a joyful journey for female both physically and mentally. Later, its founder, Nian Ci, will share with us how to introduce eco-cloth pads in Nepal. Hi, Nian Ci.
Good morning, everyone. This is Nian Ci. Nice to meet you.
The third speaker is my colleague, the Taipei region. Soroptimist in the MR2. MR is the president of the Taipei Club, Soroptimist International of Taiwan region. Soroptimist International has many clubs and partners around the world. In Paraguay, we are working with Club Soroptimist International Paraguay and the Foundation para la Salud Los Angeles, Paraguay, China, to promote multinational collaboration among non-profit organizations. This project helps women in progress start their micro business with yerba mate pearl milk tea, which empowers women economically. Hi, Emma.
Hi everyone, good morning.
We are also very pleased to be joined by Commissioner Jingli Zhang to give us
empowerment and education. A woman who had participated in an empowerment workshop once told me, "It's not that I can't do it. I just need some training." This signals that we believe women can make it too. The only thing preventing them from doing so is lack of empowerment. As long as women are empowered, they can do anything. Empowerment not only enables women to improve their capabilities and self-confidence, but also breaks gender stereotypes, and more importantly, achieves economic independence. In the three projects to be shared today, we will see how women in Taiwan, Nepal, and Paraguay strive to improve women's rights despite living in different countries in Asia and South America. First of all, SDG 4 is quality education. Among the three projects, we can see that in the first project, women have been empowered to solve electricity and the plumbing problems in their daily lives. When this is broken light bulb or leaking faucet, women are equally capable of fixing the problem without having to wait for someone else to repair it for them. In the second project, women are no longer stigmatized when they have the period. Instead, it is considered normal physiological development, and women can discuss it with people around them and learn how to take care of themselves. In the third project, women have learned how to start their own micro business through empowerment. In their entrepreneurial projects, the trending beverage, Yerba Mate Tea, has turned into a creative drink, Yerba Mate Pearl Milk Tea. Meanwhile, SDG 8 is decent work and economical growth. In these three projects, we see how women break gender stereotypes in occupational choice, balance self-care and economic development, and start their own micro business. When it comes to plumbers and electrical technicians, people mostly think of men. Now women can also take on these jobs. We see women start out as teaching assistants, generate income from atypical employment, receive certification, and pursue professional career development. In the second project, women have developed the closed sanitary pads and take care of themselves during their period. They have managed to recycle the materials given living limited resources, achieve self-care and environmental protection at the same time, market the closed sanitary pads as a brand, and drive economical growth for local women. In the third micro-entrepreneurial project, the local yerba mate tea have been developed in a diverse manner through multinational cooperation. It is marketed as a signature beverage in a highly mobile food truck, making it possible for women to start their own business and boost their economic power. These empowerment efforts have contributed to women's economic development and impacted their families, friends, and the social environment. They also help promote SDG 5 gender equality, enhance women's social participation, encourage women to provide services in local communities, solve electricity and plumbing problems faced by the disadvantaged families, promote menstruation education and self-care, raise funds for girls' education, and enable women to exercise their influence in local communities. In this session on advancing gender equality and women's economic empowerment, we are going to show you diverse perspectives of empowered women in different countries. We look forward to a wonderful sharing of the 3 projects. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioner Zhang. We look forward to the wonderful sharing today. We'll now proceed to the first presentation on women repairing electricity and plumbing problems. Let's say, Jessica, when there's a broken light bulb at your home, what would you do?
I'll probably call an electricity technician to repair it.
It seems that electricity technicians and plumbers are mostly men. How do you feel if you see a female electricity technician or plumber instead?
It's great. It makes me feel safer, especially when I'm alone by myself at home.
Indeed. In fact, New Taipei City Women's Service Center provides training to women. Now let's welcome Amy, a social worker at New Taipei City Women's Service Center, to share with us their experience empowerment. Amy, over to you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Amy, and I'm a social worker of the New Taipei City Women's Service Center. Today, I'm very honored to be here and share with you how we organize training and empowerment courses to train female plumbers and electricians to enhance women's capacity and self-confidence in life. Promote social participation, create a female-friendly learning environment, break down gender stereotypes, and gradually achieve gender equality through women's economic empowerment. Now, let's experience the magic of these training courses that have encouraged so many new Taipei City women to make a change and show their power and confidence. First, please let me introduce our organization to you. The New Taipei City Women's Service Center is managed by the New Taipei City Volunteer Association under the commission of the Social Welfare Department of New Taipei City. The main missions of the New Taipei City Volunteer Association include promoting volunteering, providing services to the elderly, and running the Women's Service Center. At the Women's Service Center, we focus our efforts on women's rights and gender equality promotion, integration of resources for women across networks, empowerment for women's organizations, and services to women in different stages of life. The training courses for female plumbers and electricians are actually part of our project to promote gender equality. Next, I would like to share the background, objectives, implementation, and results of the plumbing and electricity training courses with you. I guess you are curious about why we want to start these courses. At one of our gatherings, some of our female friends mentioned the plumbing and electricity issues they had in their homes. And then other participants chimed in and started to share how they dealt with broken light bulbs, leaking faucets, or clogged toilets at home. It was found that when it comes to these household issues, most women feel helpless and often turn to the male members of the family for help, or they will spend money and time to hire the plumber to fix the issues. In the process, we began thinking, Why can't women fix these issues by themselves? Why do we have to ask for help or wait for the plumber to solve the problems we always have at home? And why can't women do it by themselves? However, at the same time, we also ask ourselves, do women really want to do it by themselves? In order to find out the answer, we conducted a survey on women ages 15 and above in New Taipei City in February 2017. It was found that 75.92% of women felt the electricity and plumbing systems in the house need some fixing. 89.96% of women expected to have the ability to handle simple plumbing and electricity problems. 72.69% of women are willing to take training courses on electricity and plumbing. With this understanding and seeing the need for women to do it themselves, we began planning a home plumbing class for women who expected to be able to handle simple plumbing problems at home. Then, what are the goals of our program? The goals of our program are progressive in nature. We first aim at enable self-help, which leads to help others and even career development. Self-help, of course, means that women can acquire plumbing skills to help solve plumbing problems at home. As to helping others, it means helping disadvantaged families solve plumbing problems at home through the skills they have learned, and responding to plumbing needs in the community. Finally, creating career opportunities means that women can get professional license and see plumbing as a job to make money, thus achieving economic independence. Now, please let me introduce the 4 steps of how we implemented the electricity and plumbing courses for women. First, we planned physical courses, which included 12 hours of basic theory, 1 hour for women's rights supportive, and 1 hour for awareness raising on energy conservation and carbon reduction for the trainings. We used handmade teaching aids to allow trainings to practice. We have also produced online tutorials for them to review or practice on their own after class. Second, the program was only implemented at our center originally, but through the sharing of the training's experiences, women from all over Taiwan called us and expressed their interest in the program. The center took this opportunity to empower women's organizations, and through various briefing sessions, we enabled the nonprofit organizations in New Taipei City to understand the spirit of the program and work with nonprofit organizations in New Taipei City to co-organize courses in different districts in the city so that women could have the opportunity to participate in the program near them. Third, in the process of expanding the program with the nonprofit organizations, we also assisted trainees who successfully finished all the courses to further participate in the training course to become teaching assistant if they wish to do so. After completing the teaching assistant training course, they will be able to formally become teaching assistant for the plumbing classes and assist nonprofit organizations in conducting practical exercises for the rest classes, thus enhancing women's economic empowerment through atypical employment. Fourth, the next step is to encourage trainees interested in developing their expertise of plumbing and electrical repair to receive formal vocational training and obtain professional license, so as to break down gender stereotypes in their careers and open up more career options for them. In so doing, women can now pursue plumbing and electrical repair as a profession while achieving economic empowerment and gender equality. In this picture, it shows the actual interaction between the lecture and trainings in the class. In addition to theoretical courses, we have also developed teaching aids to fulfill the objectives of the courses. The teaching content includes, number 1, gender awareness and empowerment. The gender equality advocates of the center introduce various women's rights to the participants, encouraging them to live out gender equality concepts in their daily lives. Number 2, energy saving and carbon reduction. This module stresses the importance of caring for the earth resources, conserving energy, reducing energy consumption and carbon dioxide emissions, and recognizing the contribution and impact of women's commitment to environmental protection and carbon reduction. Number 3, basic theory. This module covers basic theories with regards of plumbing and electricity. Number 4, using tools. These sessions allows participants to learn by doing. Number 5, community service. The module enables trainings to help the disadvantaged families with their plumbing problems and respond to plumbing needs in the community, thus promoting women's social participation. From 2017 to 2021, we partnered with 31 civil organizations to other 41 sessions of the electricity and plumbing courses for women. With a total of 1,230 women participating in the classes, the program not only has had a positive impact on the trainings and their families, but also helped reverse gender stereotypes. Otherwise, in order to promote the program, we have also uploaded 6 online tutorials on the center's website for people who are interested in the program. The videos have enjoyed 50,000 clicks and have even been used as teaching materials in schools. Furthermore, in order to allow trainees who have completed the empowerment training program to tap into their knowledge, gain hands-on practice, and realize economic empowerment, we have also planned a training course for teaching assistants to guide trainees who have completed the training into teaching assistant in programs offered in partnership with nonprofit organizations. Then, trainees who have completed the teaching assistant training program not only can achieve the goal of self-help in solving their own plumbing problems, but are also able to further help others help themselves. We have these teaching assistants assist instructors during the training sections, assist in the initial training of operational skills, thus increasing community involvement and atypical employment to enhance women's economic empowerment. Besides, in 2020, we partnered with the Vocational Training Center, New Taipei City, to offer the indoor wiring certification class for women. This certification is one of the basic ones for the plumbing and electrical profession in Taiwan. After the trainings obtain the professional license, we hope that the women who are interested in the plumbing and electrical professions will have the chance to get a job through professional training and technical certification, even breaking the stereotypes that not only men can become professional plumbers. After 128 hours of professional training, 25 women took the professional license exam, with 22 of them passing the exam, and the passing rate is about 88%. It actually shows that women can really do the plumbing and electrical professions. It also creates more career opportunities for women. After the implementation and development of the program over the past few years, we have reviewed the achievement of the original program objectives and conclude that our plumbing and electricity courses for women are able to achieve the following. First, self-help. As you see in our report, women can fix their own plumbing and electrical problems at home. Number two, helping others. Women can help disadvantaged families to help solve long-standing plumbing problems, repair public spaces, and respond to community needs. The program also promotes the development of atypical employment by becoming teaching assistants from the program. 3. Creating career opportunities. This program improves the acquisition of professional licenses and expands possibilities for new career development. In conclusion, as an importance of gender equality has been increasingly noticed, we believe that first, our plumbing and electricity training program helps to enhance women's life skills and help confidence through the empowerment. Second, the program is also good for promoting social participation and creating a female-friendly learning environment. Last but not least, the program helps break down gender stereotypes, achieve gender equality through women's economic empowerment. Thank you for your time and hope you enjoy this information we shared with you. Wish you have a good time today. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy, for your sharing. This is a great service for us in New Taipei City. It not only empowers women, but also provides friendly and safe service for women who are alone at home.
Yes, it was such a wonderful sharing, and we hope this kind of service will continue in New Taipei City. Before we move on to the second project, I would like to ask Jessica, what is the life of rural women like for you?
When it's come to the rural women, we often think to down-to-earth women working in the fields, just like what you see in the Planters by John Foster Miller. They are inseparable from the Mother Earth.
That's right. When it comes to rural villages, we often think of people working in the fields. In the rural villages of the Nepal in Asia, a special group of rural women attach great importance to the education of local women, including raising people's awareness of menstruation, so that menstruation will no longer be stigmatized. Meanwhile, they use naturally produced cotton to make eco-friendly clothes pads, allowing sustainable living and economic development to coexist.
It's such an incredible project. Next, we are going to invite Lin Nianzhi, the founder of the Timata Sustainable Workshop, to share with us. Nianzhi, over to you.
Okay, good morning, everyone. This is Claire Linianci from Taiwan, and today I'm very happy and honored to be here to share with you my own project from Nepal. I felt extremely lucky and happy to be as women in this time on Earth, because we all have this common thing called menstruation. We all bleed once in a month. And I feel like this is a very beautiful process, and only women can have this opportunity to really experience this whole process. And the whole project is actually teaching by our blood. So at the beginning, I would like to ask you, each one of you in front of the camera, in front of your laptop, you can place one hand on your womb and one hand on your heart. Yeah, and just to give yourself a few seconds and yeah, whatever you're man or female, you already have period or you're facing menopause, it doesn't matter, but just really to breathe and feel your body. Yes, thank you. So today I would like to share the topic is called the menstrual revolutions from the Himalayas. As you can see in this photo, it's a woman and she is feeding the cows and sitting in the field. And this is like very common scenery happens in Nepal. And my first time in Nepal, it was like 10 years ago. And I was really surprised by the local women because for me, they are super powerful. Like they can almost do everything. They grow vegetables and they are very rooted and grounded. They raise family, they feed the kids, they cut the grass, they milk the cow, they even build a house. So this kind of women for me is like super women. And how can you say they are lack of power or how can you say they are suffering like gender equality? Yeah. And I remember there's a one time I got the opportunity to really ask the local women to really create a dialogue with them. Because as an NGO workers, when I walk into a village and then when I ask for what is the local need, they're always men told me what they need because most of the leaders, they are men, like the school principal, the villager, the village, the chief of village, and also, yeah, the social workers, they are all men. And they often told me they need to build a community house, they need to do all kinds of constructions and blah, 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 like that. But one day I just felt really curious about what is the voice from the local women and what they really need. And how come none of the women told me what they need and where are they? So based on this curiosity, one day I'm sitting under a peepal tree. There often there's a like peepal tree in the community, like it's like a community center. So many people will go there and worship the gods or temples. So I'm sitting under the peepal tree and I just invite few college girls to come to me and I ask them very simple question. It's like, what is the difficulty in your life and how can we help? And because this dialogue happens in the evening time and lots of women they are coming out for a walk or just hang out, and then more and more women just gathering. And so it becomes like 20 women and like we just form dialogue very naturally. And they start to complain to me about their period. And they say, in Nepal it's called Dere Dere Galo Cha and Dere Dere Samasya means it's so difficult and so many problems and we are suffering so many taboo. at that time I was 29 years old, and I was super shocked because this doesn't happen in my family, and it doesn't happen. I mean, in Taiwan. I mean, through my whole experience growing up in Taiwan, so I was shocked. And later on, I felt anger coming out, like, how come the women were suffering this kind of situation in like 2009? At that time it was 2009, and I feel like, what can I do for them? Yeah, so something magic happening is I decided to quit my job for 7 years, and I decided to do something for Nepali women. So I established a social enterprise called Dharti Mata Sustainable Workshop. And Dharti means earth in Sanskrit, and Mata means mother. So it's called Mother Earth. And why it's called Mother Earth? Because I feel like there's a gap in between women and Mother Nature. So I would like to really reconnect with our own natural cycle, and also respect our Mother Nature. Do not hurt them. And how can we live harmony in this earth together? So I meet a group of amazing women. They're called Sakpat Women Group, and Sak means vegetable. So Sakpat Women Group is a female vegetable farmers group. Yeah, and so I started in a very small village called Patlikate, and they have very strong female farmers group. So I invited them to join me and to be a first workers for Dharti Mata. So as you can see in these photos, they are all organic farmers. They are all mothers, and also they are seed keeper. So they preserve the seed together, the local seeds. Yeah. So I feel very fortunate and lucky to work with them. And this is our goal value. So we would like to focus on women care, and we would like to promote period positive. So from period negative to period positive, and to create how to say, another kind of experience, a period experience within yourself, because it could be a very intimate and beautiful experience and not painful. Yeah. So we would like to promote the idea, period positive. And second is earth care. We use natural material to produce the reusable cloth pads for menstruation, and it made by 100% cotton. Yeah. And the third is healthcare. We would like to do womb healing, because womb is the most important organ for women, and it's super powerful, and it creates life. Yeah. And also it's a core value for women. And many of Nepali women, they are suffering one problem is called uterus collapse. So it's a very dangerous problem. Their uterus is actually coming out from their vagina, and many women die for uterus collapse. Yeah. Okay, so we start from very small. We start from 2 women in 2013, and we could produce pads, and our pads is called Love Lady pads. So as you can see, it's very colorful with lots of flower patterns, and the touching part is pink color. And why it's so colorful? Because it fits Nepali culture. Because women, they are colorful, and they love red, and they love all the like patterns. And so from the products, we would like to like create something like very cute and handy feelings. Okay, second, as you can see, this is our women, they're working together. At the beginning, no one in the village, they believe they can get the job, and it's full-time job. Yeah, and so the way we recruit our staff is also based on highly motivation. Like you really want to work with us together and reach the goal together. So it's not like I ask you to do it. It's from your own motivation, you would like to be part of it. And it's also self-management team because I often not in Nepal, so they have to manage by themselves. But so self-management, highly motivation, and working in harmony with environment. Okay, and as you can see, this is our fabric. I believe you should really choose what is your raw material, and from the raw material you already consider about the sustainable and also the environment friendly. So we use natural cotton, organic cotton, and the natural dye process. And this pink color created by a plant called madder. So it's actually the color from the plant. And also it's the zero waste process. So all the waste fabric we get, we kind of ask another group of women to do crochet and make different kinds of mats. So basically is no waste, no garbage. Okay. I would like to talk more about our way to create eco-positive happy period. This is one of my favorite project is called My First Red Spot. My First Red Spot. We go to primary schools and we interact with the young girls. They're going to facing their first period, their first red spot. And our way to organize this workshop is to invite them to celebrate the transformation inside their own body. Yeah, and also we go to more remote place and higher place. Like this is the place in Sindu Baocho. It's a very far village, and we stay there. I bring a team, and we stay there for 4 days, and we organize 3 workshops, and more than 150 women, they participants. And what is the way to women empowerment? Because I do believe they have capacity and they are super powerful. So now this is the way from producer to educator. So many of our women, they become educator and they share this knowledge, this idea to their own sisters and brothers and use their own language. Okay, so this is the teaching material designed by me. As you can see, this is very simple tools. We teach the school girls how to recognize their own 28-day cycle. And also from 2018 to 19, we got the opportunity to work with the women from the Himalayas. And this is incredible because they actually live in high mountain like Himalayas from 3,800 meters to 4,800 meters. So this is almost the highest mountain, Yushan, Jet Mountain, like the top of Jet Mountain, and you have a bunch of people live there. It's just crazy. And how the women dealt with their own period. Yeah. So we start to work with the medical group from different INGOs, NGOs, and we provide the menstrual hygiene kits for them. So inside these kits, they have underwears, soaps, and cloth pads. And those medical team, we work with one of very famous medical team called Nomad Clinic. They pack everything and they have like a group of doctors and nurses, and also including Tibetan doctors, and they tracking inside the mountains and then camp there. And one of the camp is called women's camp. And inside this camp, they provide them our menstrual kits, and they share with them how to use and how to deal with period, because they have nothing. They almost have nothing. And you cannot give them disposable pads because it's not suitable. You use one thing and you throw inside the Himalayas. Yeah. And also, there are lots of Tibetan monastery, nunnery. They have nuns live in a nunnery, and also the small nuns, the small girls from the Tibetan family, they kind of give these girls to the temples and say you study Buddhism there and you grow up there. So we also interact with lots of nunneries, and we also do the research. We want to understand, okay, for the nuns, what do they need for their period, and do they have any kind of resource and education inside the nunneries? And we realized, no, they have nothing. And so we decided to do something. So yeah, as you can see, we start to talk with the young nuns. And also for the elderly nuns, we teach them some exercise and yoga because they meditate very often and long time. And all their body are very tight and sore. And they are very happy for our coming. Yeah. For this project, I work with an incredible young woman from Nepal. Her name is called Wang Mo. She's a nurse and also she's a midwife. She's only 29 years old, but in her village, she already helped deliver more than 50 babies. Yeah, and whenever there's a mother facing any difficulties while giving labor, and she will call the helicopters, send this mother to Kathmandu, and yeah, and just incredible. And I feel very honored to work with her. And we walk into Himalayas, and we walk into different nunneries. As you can see, they even invited us to give a talk in a prayer hall, and behind us, it was like Buddha statue, like huge. And so I feel very powerful, and I feel, wow, this really opened my eyes. Yeah. Okay. So I don't have much time. So in 2018, I work with Tibetan young women from Himalayas. We open our kind of second business, social business in Kathmandu and based in Boda. It's called Ananda Tree House. Is it's a combined place including eco shop, organic cafe, and homestay. And why organic vegan cafe? Because as I mentioned at the beginning, all of our women, they are all farmers and they are all organic farmers. So they didn't give up their farming because they work with us. But at the same time, they are more, they realize what they're doing are so important for our world. So now we not only send eco pads to Kathmandu, but we also buy lots of vegetables and rice from the local farmers, and also link this gap from city and the village. And we provide this superfood in our cafe, and we feed all the travelers from all over the world. Yeah, so this is me to our manager. She's holding the rice grow by her. She's a mother, a farmer, a positive period activist. She is just amazing. Yeah. We also organize different activities, events in Ananda Treehouse to create the dialogue. This is my first last slide. What I do learn from Nepal is their spirit, the celebrating life in every situation. So they don't count is good or bad, or it's all kind of condition they accept as what it is, and they celebrate. They're celebrating whatever comes to our life, and I feel so much grateful and so much appreciate. I can work with them actually and bring some change to the world. Yeah. So thank you very, very much. And this is my presentation. And I hope everyone can really embrace their own body and to be respect and to be connect with our own mother nature. Thank you. Dhanyavad. Namaste.
Thank you, Nancy, for your wonderful sharing. Listen to your presentation makes me want to travel to Nepal someday and see for myself how they do it, how they enjoy the slow pace of life while protecting the environment.
It is really worthwhile to know how to integrate the concept of sustainability into our lives. The third presentation will be given by Jessica from Club Soroptimist International Paraguay. Jessica will share with us how to create opportunities for empowering women through cross-cultural integration.
That's right. We have a club in the Paraguay called the Club Soroptimist International Paraguay. And we also work with the Foundation para Solo Los Angeles, Paraguay, China. We campaign yerba mate tea in Paraguay and the pearl milk tea in Taiwan. This international collaboration integrates the food culture from Taiwan and Paraguay to create an innovative product, yerba mate pearl milk tea. This project also empowers women in Paraguay to start their micro business with yerba mate pearl milk tea and improves their economic conditions.
Let's welcome Emma, President of Taipei Club Soroptimist International of Taiwan region, to share with us. Emma, over to you.
Hello, everyone. This is a greeting from Taipei. My name is Emma Zhu. I am the president of Soroptimist Taipei Club. My topic is yerba mate bubble tea, creating a unique brand of multinational female micro entrepreneurs with our most famous national drink. And this is from Taipei Club is a member of Soroptimist International of America, means SIA. And SIA also one of 5 unions of Soroptimist International. And we believe that education is the gateway, is the key to unlocking economical empowerment for women and girls worldwide. When women and girls are educated, they have more opportunities and choices to empower to make informed decisions for themselves and for their family. And our dream, the main initiative of our dream program is to be able to make a difference in our own respective region, including the North America, Latin America, Pacific Rim. In order to carry out this plan, we provided educational opportunity for those who originally couldn't afford a higher education. By doing so, we believe we can help more women and girls achieve their dream in life. And SIA Taiwan region was founded in 1992. And Taipei Clubs was also founded in the same year. As of 2021, the Taiwan region currently houses 41 sub-branches. Therefore, in order for us to help others to achieve their dreams, they would have to achieve economic empowerment first. In this regard, assisting women to secure employment became the most achievable solution. As a result, we settled on establishing micro entrepreneurship. The idea of this project actually started from a casual conversation between two good friends. Due to the pandemic, Miss Tina Pan, who was the president of SIA, and was serving her position in Taiwan because of the pandemic. And it's just to happen that her good friend, Mr. Antonio Song, president of Foundation para la Salud, Los Angeles, Paraguay, China, was also staying in Taiwan because of the pandemic. In one of their conversations, they talked about what they could do together to better enhance economic empowerment for women, which leads to the birth of Yoda Mate bubble tea. And the idea of this work and the motive for the Yerba Mate bubble tea is like the leverage, healthy and trendy beverage can foster crossing across the culture friendships, business opportunity. The handshaken beverage market represents a segment of 58 billion Taiwan dollars every year, the largest of in the tea markets in Taiwan. And the competition is the program aims to establish brand uniqueness and creates market attention that also align with consumer eating behaviors. And the program aim is to establish, right? The key is a well-chosen products for entrepreneurship is key to boosting entrepreneur success and confidence. And we're lowering the entry barrier for female micro entrepreneurs and enhance their entrepreneurial confidence. We provide assistance to develop products that set itself apart from current different products. And utilizing lightweight, movable equipment and allow flexible hours for business owners, offering a wide range of beverage and baked dessert that unique but still easy to make. Now here, as you can see, there is a mobile dining car for the entrepreneurs, micro entrepreneurs. And the right side, the right end is the package we have we have done it back out. And this project is started in 2020, and SIA Taiwan region started the project, and with Taipei Club executing the project, while the Taipei Club executes this project. And here are the lot of beverage and dessert about the yerba mate base. As you can see, there is a cheesecake, macaron, and tea jelly. And now we have the milk tea and such as. Okay, the next page is in our first goal is our focus on building a brand that fosters a common identity for women in both countries by supporting economic independence for women in Taiwan and further assisting women in Paraguay to become economical independence. And in the production side, we can growing and harvesting the tea leaves and in central Paraguay to improve local employment. And we from the manufacturing side, done by shattering workshop located in New Taipei City to create job for people with disability. And for sales, with sustaining livelihood for disadvantaged women. Okay. As a B2C entrepreneurial venture run by economical disadvantaged women, supporting others' livelihood across the product chain. And what we plan to do is starting from the education, we assisting in women's capability building, brand and creation, product development, and help establish a platform for entrepreneurial support. We also aim to increase the visibility of the program and raise capital by promoting the concept of the program, hoping that we can create an ethical cycle of sustainable management. And we will build we will establish an international service network by working with the business community, local governments, and civil organizations. We offer gifts pack that contain yerba mate tea, bambela, and ready-to-use bubble pearls as a way to promote the project and attract funds. At the same time, our extend club, the Soroptimist SIA of Taiwan, Taipei Girls Power Clubs, have established sister organization relations with Club SI Paraguay to form a partnership. And Foundation Palala Salud Los Angeles, Paraguay, China has also come on board to support female students from Paraguay to study in Taiwan. Currently, there are already have maybe 10 students studying Chinese in Paraguay under this program. And they will come to Taiwan to study after pandemic is over. And going forward, going forward is the critical to reduce entrepreneurs' risk like the COVID-19 by weighing the social context and market demands, and also help women become more economically independent and capable of running a business. Leverage teamwork to assist disadvantaged women to start up a business is key. Aspects of business operation, such as channel development and product improvement, can only be taken care of a team rather than by a woman alone. As such, the team should be made of talents from different fields that capable of industrial collaboration. And Next page. Oh, let's see. Okay. And entrepreneurship always entail risk. It is vital to not only to help women secure the necessary funding for new business and provide follow-up support, but also to help them rebuild their confidence and make adjustments in the event of failure. It is important to capitalize on the product advantage to strengthen marketing, target the right customers, and help female entrepreneurs expand customers base and establish a brand. What's more, the individualized food cards should be executed by a team to secure existing channel and boost revenue, thereby enabling economic independence for women. And with that, I conclude my presentation. Thank you. I look forward to your feedback. Hello. Thank you.
Thank you, Emma, for your sharing. This project creates a virtuous cycle. It empowers women to be micro-entrepreneurs. After those women become economically independent, they can help young girls to have access to education and better job opportunities.
Indeed. Indeed. We want the Soroptimist International really value women's welfare, including girls' education, and we try to develop an win-win strategy. That's why we launched this project. We hope to empower women and provide them with access to higher education. This will help improve women's social status, provide more opportunity for them to improve their economic conditions, and allow more women to help the others. This indeed creates a virtuous cycle.
After the sharing from our three speakers, I would like to invite all of us to turn on our camera and let us take a group photo together. Now, please, everyone, please open our camera. Oh, our Commissioner John is on the line. Okay. Does everybody turn on the camera? Okay, so if you turn on the camera and now please make the gesture like me. And it means 2022, all right? Okay, 2022, right? Okay, everyone. All right. Oh, we welcome Jennifer Kirkland. Also, we have many different countries' friends come to our online forum. Thank you very much. All right, okay. So I say 1, 2, 3. Okay, keep smiling. Yeah, and say cheese. All right, okay, thank you very much. Now we will open the floor for Q&A. Interpretation is available, so please feel free to answer or comment in either Mandarin, Chinese, or English. If you have any question, please raise your hand. We will invite you to speak sequentially, but due to the conference time, we just can open for 2 person. Sorry. And in order to call you, we also invite you to introduce yourself about your name or where you come from. You can leave your question on the message board anytime. Your name. The first one is your name. The second, where are you from or your affiliation? And number 3, and your questions.
好，接下来这一段时间呢，开放现场的提问。我们现场有提供中英逐步口译的服务，所以大家如果有任何问题，可以用中文或英文来发言。那如果大家有任何的问题的话，可以随时的举手，我们会让大家依序的来发言。不过因为今天论坛时间的限制，我们只能开放2位与会的先进发言。那大家也可以选择在我们的聊天室的这个地方，用文字的方式提问。首先，请您留下自己的名字、所任职的单位，并且留下您所想要提问的问题。谢谢。
So it's time for interchange our views, ideas. Okay, let's feel free.
好，我们就利用这个时间，大家好好把握进行交流。大家欢迎提问，谢谢。
So anyone else? All right. 我们有一个线上提问。家庭教育中心的吴梦芬小姐她提到说，事实上呢，很多弱势家庭也常常面临水电修缮的问题。我想这个方案除了结合社会服务部分，或许可以成为弱势家庭经济培力的模式，例如它的弹性就业，更适合单亲家庭来参加，也可以让他们有经济赋权、就业转型的机会。也想问问主办单位，未来会有想要发展针对弱势妇女的专班吗？或用什么样的方式可以让更多弱势家庭的人来参加？
Okay, so the first question that we have online is from Ms. Mengfen Wu from the Family Education Center. Actually, a lot of disadvantaged families are also facing difficulties in terms of plumbing and electricity repair at the household. So I think the program that we learned from the presentation today not only combines the element of social service, but also helps to empower socially disadvantaged women. And I think this program is particularly suitable for single parent families because these families can not only enjoy flexible employment opportunity, but also become economically empowered and have more career options. So my question for the organizer is that, is the Women's Service Center going to develop other courses of similar nature to disadvantaged women? And how are you going to encourage more disadvantaged families to be part of the program, please?
All right, Amy, please.
我们会就是在民间的部分，我们会结合一些妇团，就是更多的民间团体来，就是开这样子的一个水电专班，然后就是请他们可以就是因为结合民间妇团的话，他们会更知道就是基层的一些需求，然后会有什么样的一个对象，就是会需要这样子的一个服务或者是这样子的一个课程，所以我们会请民间的这些妇女团体来做更多的一个宣广。然后关于在公部门的部分呢，我们也会结合因为新北市有29个区嘛，然后其中有14个社福中心，然后我们也会就是结合社福中心的部分，让他们去就是转接，然后还有结合更多的资源，然后让更多的弱势家庭知道有这样子的一个很棒的课程，然后还有这样子的服务。对，谢谢。
Okay, thank you very much for the questions. So our center plans to work with both the public and private sector going forward. In terms of our collaboration with civil organizations, we will continue to work with more female or civil organizations to promote our training courses for electricity and plumbing repair. So in this regard, we will rely on the help of those civil organizations to understand the basic needs from civil society and who are actually eligible candidates to participate in this program. So these organizations will become very important advocates in terms of our outreach efforts. In terms of the public sector, actually, among the 29 districts in New Taipei City, 14 of them have the social welfare centers. So we will work with these local social welfare centers to refer potential students and tap into their resources so that we can make our project known to more people.
Okay, so thank you, Amy's answer. And the second，第二位是来自台湾暨南大学的博士生吴先生，他对于念慈的分享尼泊尔的推动经验有些好奇哦。他说呢，过去信奉印度教的尼泊尔，传统上男女是极不平等，那尤其实行了数百年的传统陋习，叫做月经小屋，更是曾经迫害女性的例子。那有关社会企业当初在择定尼泊尔作为推动性别平权的选择为何？那当初为什么要进到该地？有没有遇到什么样的障碍啊？或是用什么样的运用的方式呢，来化解呢？
Thank you very much, Amy, for your response. The next question that we have is raised by Mr. Wu, who is currently a PhD student at the Hualien National University of Education. Mr. Wu would like to know more about Claire's experience in promoting awareness in Nepal. According to Mr. Wu, men and women in Nepal have been treated very unequally under Hinduist traditions. Especially, we see the example of the so-called chapati or hubs for menstruating women, which has been a prominent example of women's abuse on women. So my question for Claire is that why does your social enterprise first choose Nepal to promote gender equality? And when you first set foot in the country, did you encounter any challenges and how did you overcome them, please?
Thank you, Mr. Wu, for your question. I don't think I choose Nepal. I think Nepal chose me. Yeah. Yeah, and for me, I understand there are like caste systems and different taboos, or we can call social practice happening in Nepal. But because they have so many castes, that so many indigenous group in Nepal is like 173 group. So it doesn't mean every group that have this social practice due to menstruation. So for example, like for Tibetan people, Himalayan people, they are more like Buddhism, Tibetan Buddhism, and in their culture, they don't have this kind of social practice, and they don't have such of taboo for women's. So you cannot say most of the women in Nepal are facing this kind of situation. For me, there are lots of young women they live in Kathmandu. They are young social entrepreneurs, and they are very open. And even 2 years ago, there's a play called Vagina Monologue, or 3 years ago they have this official performance happening in Kathmandu. So you can see it's not very, how to say, the society has been changed. Yeah. So as you call this taboo like chalbadi, and it doesn't happen in Kathmandu. It happens in a very remote area, more west and north area in Nepal is mostly happening in Humla or Tarai area. Yeah. So for our work, we know the needs, and we know lots of remote areas, women, they have been suffered by those taboo, but we don't want to say what is right or what is wrong, because as a foreigner, I know we really have to enter in the community in a very careful way and also respect way. So that's why I say our goal is period positive. I don't want to say whatever you do or you believe is totally wrong, but what we believe is we can kind of shift to another point of view and told them your blood is precious and your blood is wisdom, and this create life, and you can really take care of your body during the period time, and this is also a holy process for women. Yeah, so in our way of entering the community to share our idea is not against their culture. It's more like let's open another point of view, and then we can see there is another opportunity to treat our body.
好的，非常感谢吴先生的提问哦。那我觉得不会说是我去选择了尼泊尔，而是尼泊尔选择了我。当然，我们知道在印度或尼泊尔这个地区，可能因为有不同的社会文化，甚至有种姓制度等等哦。但是当地其实有很多不同的原住民族群，我刚刚讲到大概有173个，但不是每一个社会文化的族群都有这一个传统的月经小屋这个习俗。比如说在西藏喜马拉雅山这个地区呢，他们当地信奉的是藏传佛教，就没有这个月经小屋的这个习俗，所以女性在谈论月经这个议题的时候，其实也不是一个禁忌的话题。所以总结来说，并不是所有尼泊尔的女性都有受到不平等的对待，或者是有这样子月经小屋的习俗。那么事实上，在尼泊尔的首都加德满都这个地方，当地有很多年轻女性的创业家，她们其实心胸是抱成一个非常开放的态度。甚至2年前呢，甚至在当地也有正式演出《阴道独白》这一个剧作，所以可以发现当地的社会风气已经日益的在改善当中。所以呢，在当地呢比较不会有这么多禁忌的问题哦。那比较这个现象比较是在西北部，在 Humla 或是 Tarai 这个地方比较常见。那我们这个社会青呢，其实也非常了解到，在尼泊尔比较偏远地区的妇女或者是女孩，她们确实是深陷这一些社会禁忌之苦。可是以我们一个外国人角色，我们的角色并不是去论断他们这些社会文化究竟是对是错，因为我觉得我们在跟当地社群互动的时候，还是要尊重当地区域的文化，而且一切都要谨慎而为。所以我们的计划的名称，我把它叫做正向月经，因为我不希望透过我们的计划名称，让大家感受到好像我们觉得哪一些文化是对的，哪一些文化是错的。我们希望透过这个计划，让所有的女性朋友知道自己身上的所有的每一滴血液都是珍贵、富有传统、智慧，而且也是生命的泉源。所以呢，在这个月经来潮的时候呢，大家应该都要好好自己照顾自己的身体，它是一个非常神圣的过程，要好好的对待它。所以我们在跟这些社区地方的这些妇女朋友在接触的时候，我们不是要跟他们既有的文化发生冲突，而是希望提倡以一个全新不同的观点，来让大家知道，其实月经来的这个机会呢，是好好的了解自己身体、重视自己身体的一个重要机会。谢谢。
Thank you for Nancy's response. 现场呢，我们也有来自于土城区农会志工队的队长哦，彭敏华小姐哦。那她问了一个问题，就是说想知道有没有做妇女使用布卫生棉的前后测，以及是否有对健康真的有改善呢？大家很好奇哦。
Okay, so thank you, Claire, for the question. The next question also goes to Claire. This is from Ms. Hong, who is the head of the volunteer group at Tucson Farmers Association. So Ms. Hong would like to know, did you conduct pre-test and post-test to examine the efficacy of your cloth pad program to see if they really come with health benefits?
Yeah, we do have. Yeah, for me, yeah, I experience this by myself, and also lots of my friends, my sisters. Before, I haven't used cloth pads. Whenever I have period, I suffer a huge cramp, and long time, like 10 years ago, I already started to use tampons. And whenever I have period, I took painkillers, and I don't really care. But now, since I established my own social enterprise, I want to experience in my own body. So I start to change to completely to use cloth pads. And it's been 10 years already. And I haven't eaten any painkillers in the last 10 years. So I think this is a huge change. So do you want to translate first?
好的，那其实这个问题呢，当然我只能就我个人的经验来跟大家分享，或是我身边的姐妹、亲朋好友哦。那其实，在以前大约10年前，我自己有月经的时候呢，其实当时我没有太在意，有的时候很容易这个痉挛，或者是我当时就是使用棉条而已。那我当时因为非常的疼痛，所以必须要吃止痛药，但是我自己也没有太放在心上。不过在我成立自己的社会企业之后，现在我知道应该好好利用这个机会了解自己的身体，所以后来我就开始使用了这个布的卫生棉。那么使用以来呢，我觉得自己身体大大的改善。现在我月经来的时候也不需要再吃止痛药了。
Yeah, and also there is another thing we really consider is most of the disposable pads, they doesn't made by cotton. So 98% of the raw material actually is petrol, made by petrol plastic. And and it looks white, but it doesn't mean clean. They use many 漂白剂. Yeah, I don't know how to say English, but it's not natural. It's full with chemical. And so when you switch to cloth pads, it's only cotton, like natural cotton, and it feels very breathable, and you don't have any allergic problem. You don't feel itching, and you can breathe. Yeah. So from a physical side, it's very comfortable and breathable. And for the environmental side, it's like very ecological because when you throw a disposable pads, it take, I don't know, 500 to 800 years to be decomposed. Yeah, to be degradable. So can you imagine in the country like Nepal or India, they don't have any garbage recycling systems. They throw it everywhere. So you can see the cow are eating diapers, disposable pads in front of you. And this is everywhere. And yeah, so yeah, do you want to translate first?
好，其实我们关注的一个重点就是传统这种一次性的卫生棉呢，其实它不是由这个棉花纯棉来制作的，其实它有8%所采用的原物料都是所谓的石化提炼出来的塑胶，看起来虽然是白色，但是并不一定代表洁净，而且里面可能含有像是漂白剂等化学添加物，非常的不天然。可是我们使用这个由纯棉所制作出来的布卫生棉的话，它有许多的优势，包含它非常的透气，不会造成过敏跟皮肤发痒，所以据身体上来讲呢，它是一个非常舒适的一个产品，而且对环保也有所帮助。那如果你是使用这种丢弃式的卫生棉的话，那么其实它必须要花500到800年之久才能够完整的受到环境的分解。所以其实可以跟大家分享哦，在印度尼泊尔那个地方，当地没有非常完善的垃圾回收系统，所以使用完毕的这些塑胶个人卫生用品，像是尿布啊，或者是这个卫生棉等等，其实就是随处随便丢。那还常常可以看到这个牛只在路边就开始食用这些垃圾。
Yeah. And also due to the economic situation, like for the women, if they can use cloth pads, like for one pad, they can use over 2 to 3 years. I mean, even 5 years. It's like, so it's very much durable and then it doesn't cost much. Yeah. So they don't need to spend money on their disposable pads every month. Yeah. But another situation is like in Taiwan, like we are very much welfare, but lots of women in Taiwan, young women, they are filled with environment consciousness, and they would like to switch to cloth pads because they feel more comfortable and they feel is more good to their body and earth. So I also often feel very much encouragement by the young women in Taiwan or in Hong Kong or in like Western country, and they choose more sustainable menstrual products. Yeah.
好，那么另外，如果我们也考量到这个尼泊尔当地女性她们的经济环境哦，其实她们这些女性不需要每个月花钱都要去买这些抛弃式或者一次性的卫生棉或是月经的产品，她们透过这些布卫生棉，其实这个产品呢可以使用2到3年甚至5年之久，所以一方面可以节省相关的花费，而且产品非常的耐用。另外呢，无论是在台湾、香港或者是西方国家，我个人都非常乐见有越来越多的年轻女性，现在她们开始具有更永续、更环保的意识，而且她们愿意开始逐渐的来采用布卫生棉，因为她们一方面觉得使用起来对这个体感非常的舒适，对自己的身体、对地球有益，而且呢也有助于环保。
Thank you, Nancy's response. Thank you for your participation and feedback. The advancement of women's rights is a mission that should be promoted not by a single gender, but by all of us. Through today's 3 sharing sessions, we can see that the right place to get started is from the communities we live in. today's theme, advancing gender equality and women's economic empowerment, is already embodied in our lives. Now it is all about taking action and making a difference to empower women to improve their economic conditions and living space. Thank you very much for your participation. The conference manual has been placed in Google Drive. Welcome to download it. All right, okay, bye bye, see you.
好，最后非常感谢念慈的回应呢。我们知道妇女权益的促进并不是单一性别的事，而是需要全体人类一起努力。通过今天的3场分享，我们看到大家其实整个发想的地点都是在生活当中的社群，也就是从身边当中做起。再回应到今天的主题，透过女性赋权培力迈向经济平权，其实都在我们生活当中逐一的体现，就只差采取行动最后一步，让行动带出生活的改变。透过培力呢，让妇女更有能力在自己的生活当中改善自己的生活跟经济条件跟生存的空间。那么这次再次感谢所有与会先进的参与，那我们所有的大会资料都放在 Google Drive 的云端硬碟，欢迎大家会后下载，谢谢。
All right, okay, bye bye. Thank you very much for your participation.